Hi, I'm Ralph Grizzle, editor of the Avid Cruiser magazine. This coming May, when Royal Caribbean's Brilliance of the Seas begins sailing from Barcelona, she'll do something that no other cruise ship before her has ever done. She'll remain abroad. That's right, this is the first time that a North American-based cruise line will sail in the Mediterranean year-round, although there are two European cruise operators, MSC Cruises and Costa Cruises, that sail in the Mediterranean 24/7. Now, it's not only in the Mediterranean that cruise lines are extending their seasons. In Northern Europe, cruise ships do Christmas market cruises as late as December, and on European rivers, river cruisers sell Christmas market cruises into early January. In the interview that follows, I talk with Peter Whitehead. Now, Peter's a tour guide for Amadeus Waterways about Christmas market cruises on European rivers.
We've just arrived here in Amsterdam today, just early afternoon, 5th of January. We're completing a Christmas cruise which takes us from Budapest all the way up here to Amsterdam. 15 days in total. Started back on the 23rd of December in Budapest, of course, the capital of Hungary. Stopping along the way, Vienna, of course, capital of Austria, and then making our way up through the main Danube Canal, onto the main river, and from there onto the Rhine.
Peter, I suspect a lot of people aren't even aware that there are Christmas market cruises. What's the advantage of coming this time of year?
Well, the Christmas markets, of course, Germany's very famous for its Christmas markets. They stem back to the 1600s. It's all about wooden toys and hot red wine, mulled wine, hot chestnuts roasting, the lights during the nights and the afternoons, the advent calendars you see. So it's a wonderful time of year to travel. What can be a grey sort of Europe throughout the winter time, a little bit of snow. Markets makes it a beautiful place to visit.
It's not so crowded either this time of year. We went into a palace in Würzburg, I believe, and somebody said they had been there in the summer, and it was so crowded and so hot that they had to cut their tour short. We had hardly anyone in that palace.
Yeah, that's exactly right, exactly right. For this particular cruise, we were able to get the palace, the Würzburg residence, open specifically for our group. But it's definitely a benefit of travelling through Europe in the winter, is the crowds are a lot less. Travelling through summer and the school holidays makes for queues everywhere.
Now, why is river cruising through Europe better than, say, a motor coach tour through Europe?
List of advantages. If you were to compare coach travel to travelling on the cruise ship, the river cruise ship, the big difference really for most people, particularly the senior generation, is when it comes to packing and unpacking. Really, you arrive in Budapest, you unpack in your stateroom, and then today you'll be packing again 2 weeks later in Amsterdam. That's a big thing.
You can also get off, you're pretty close to the city. In a lot of the cities, you're pretty close. You can walk right into the heart of the city.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's another benefit is where you dock. For instance, here where we're docking, right at Amsterdam Central Station's over here behind me. You can see how close it is. It's the same really with a lot of the cities. Budapest is another. You just walk straight off the ship and you're there. We've got 40 bicycles on board the ships, each of the ships, and these are free for the guests to take when they wish. Whenever we're docked, they can ride around the city we were stopped, or they can actually bike in 2 different occasions. They can bike from one stop to the next. So they would disembark, cycle up, and then meet the ship at the next stop.
Where would you recommend someone who's never river cruised? Where would you recommend they began in Europe?
A start point. A useful start point for a lot of people would be to start in Budapest. Budapest, the capital of Hungary. The river ship, our cruise ship, is docked right in the centre, so there's a chance to do sightseeing there as well too. And then from Budapest you can make your way up into the sort of capitals people are more familiar with, capitals like Vienna and German cities like Regensburg and Passau.
Mm-hmm. And you end that one in Prague, typically?
Yeah, of course. And then to finish up in Prague is a wonderful place to finish for everybody. Beautiful city, very user-friendly.
Okay. What about someone who's been on a river cruise before? What would be the second river they might choose?
Second, there's a number of places to travel. These days, just opening up now is from Budapest down to the Black Sea. So this is a trip which takes you into Croatia and into Serbia, also down to Bulgaria, Romania, and then we bus across to Istanbul where we finish in Turkey. Another destination might be to use the Moselle River, so coming down from Paris, maybe down to Prague. River opening this year too is the Douro River, which is the river running through Portugal. Mm-hmm. So a lot of choice for a second time traveller.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.